This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So
Okay.
my main motto is what I'll tell you. From this training, first thing, I don't want any job things and this, which already I have. I should have a knowledge about the CS module. So I should play a role in my next organization, which they will want from me. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Vinay. What I understood is, I mean, you have a very vast experience, okay, in automobile industry, and you work in IT department there, and you usually deal with the dealer side part, okay, like setting up the DMS, and also, I mean, you know how to create master data in SAP. So basically, you use SAP wide mostly. I mean, SAP screens you work for creating master data and doing certain transactions, right? As per my understanding.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a few a basic knowledge? I mean, I'm sure. I mean, you'll be knowing the sales process, all those things, right? So, from my point of view, from the CS side, okay, I think, I mean, you can grasp the concepts and even how to do the customizations, all those things. Okay. Um, Before going further, I just want to check with Naveen. I mean, can I start? Can you give me a minute, Vinay, so that I'll check with Naveen?
Yeah. Yeah. Please, please.
Just give a minute. I'll give a ring. Yeah, Vinay. What will I do is, okay, I'll just brief down what all the things, I mean, we are going to see in CS, and then I'll explain, I mean, in class, what all things, what are the advantage you get. So I'll share my screen, okay, and we'll go one by one.
Yeah. Yeah. Praveen, before that, can you
Mhm.
brief something about you?
Yeah, I'll, because I thought, I mean, there's one
Yeah.
more candidate is about to join, so I was waiting for her. So I think, I mean,
Okay. Okay.
it will
Okay.
take some time. That's why I was sorry for it. So my
Hmm.
name is Praveen, and I have experience in SAP for more than 14 years, and I work in different models, starting from SD, CRM, CS, okay, and marketing side. So at my available free times, I usually take online, okay, trainings, and this is about myself. And I have taken trainings in all these models, okay, mostly in SD, CRM, CS. Now I'll just jump to the SAP CS part. Okay, so customer service is one of the model in SAP, and what is the main thing to be considered in this model is this model cannot be processed. I mean, the whole process cannot be achieved without the help of other models. When I say other models, there are certain models like SAP SD. Okay, it will help us. Likewise, SAP MM, material management. Likewise, SAP finance, SAP PP, production planning. So all these models are required. Okay, when you're running this CS process. So that's why the class first thing is what we study is integration. So basically, integration with other models we see. Okay, So when I say integration, it is not about the system integration. It's not about the middleware integration or the connection, all these things. Okay, it is about what all the uh, things which is required for running a SAP CS process from the other modules. When I say other modules like SD, MM, PP, so we'll be having a touch up on other modules also. Okay, what all things we are using. Then we'll study about the CS. Okay, this will be the first thing. Follow to this, we will create certain master data. Okay, of course, I mean, you said that customer master data is one master data. Yes, so basically customer master data comes from the SD side. Okay, so likewise, we have material master data which comes from the MM side. Likewise, we have other things like work center, cost center, okay, activity pricing. So these all comes from different models. For example, work center comes from the production planning. Likewise, cost center comes from the finance. Okay, activity pricing comes from the finance. Okay, apart from these master data, in CS, we maintain certain master data. So those are these things, serial number. Okay, how we set the serial number for each material so that whenever it comes for repair, okay, how we manage using the serial number and what is the customizing behind it. Okay, so all the settings we'll see. Likewise, equipment number. Okay, each material what you sell, okay, to the customer, that will have a equipment number. Okay, that will be the reference for finding out, I mean, is the material is under warranty or beyond warranty. Okay, and also it has a connection with the serial number also, so that you can easily find out which is the serial number, and also it has connection with the functional location. For example, certain materials when you sell to the customer, you need to locate the location also, because whenever any service comes, okay, for that specific product for repair, then sometimes we need to go to the location then to provide service. Okay, so basically we maintain the functional location also. Okay, so whatever we sell to the customer, the where the customer is deploying or using the product. Okay, just imagine, I mean, products means like a big product. Okay, for example, you can say like selling a radar, selling a mobile tower. So those kind of things, obviously, I mean, the customer has to place it somewhere, so we need to get the location. Okay, and finally, install base. Okay, install base is a collection of all the equipments, okay, and its functional location put together in a form of a hierarchical tree structure. Okay, which will be very easier, I mean, whenever you sell many products, more products to the customers, and when it comes for service, okay, it will easily track at what location which customer the product is. Okay, so these are the master data which we'll study. Secondly, follow to this, we jump to service notification. What is service notification? Basically, I mean, if you have
Praveen,
yeah,
1 minute to disturb you. This master data, when we are saying, so there is only this kind of master data. So how it will connect from the other? We means
exactly. That's what I said. That's why I'm touching this point first, integration with other models. Okay, so basically, when you say serial number, it is connected to material master. Okay,
Mhm.
so from the material master, it is connected to the customer. So you can find the link. Likewise, when you say equipment, equipment is connected to the serial number. So automatically serial number is connected to the material. Okay, when you say functional location is connected to the equipment. So likewise, there will be always a interconnection, okay, between one master data and another master data, and also to the other master data which is maintained by the different models. Okay, in this way
Okay,
only, I
so
mean,
you
we have
mean
a
to
complete
say,
connection.
so you mean to say, suppose material master is very much required for the serial number equipment, right?
Yeah.
But we as a CS should not create a material master, is it?
CS consultant, no need to create a material master. Okay, but in SAP, you can say like creating customer, creating materials are all basic things. Okay, so any consultant, maybe like a MM consultant or a SD consultant or even a CS consultant, if you don't find a MM or SD consultant, then you can create. Okay, there's nothing harm
So
in it
my
because
basic
yeah.
question is what if
Mhm.
something, suppose someone is ask me to create these things also. So
Mhm.
will you give me the some fair knowledge about these master also, or it will not be a part? How
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is?
I'll provide. Not a problem. I'll provide. Okay.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
As per your request, I'll provide. No problem in it.
Yeah.
So let's say from SD side, okay, I mean, you might have a fair knowledge on the sales process. When you work in SAP SD, you create an order, then you create a delivery, then you create a billing. That's a standard process. Okay, anything
Right.
you start, or if you start an inquiry, then through the inquiry a quotation, or through the quotation it could be an order or it could be a contract. Okay, through that you'll further move on. Okay, so basically the starting point of any document will be a sales document there. Sorry, in SD I'm referring it. Likewise in C, what happened means whenever a customer reports a problem, okay, or any service request or anything, first the agent who is sitting in the company, they will attend the call. So when they attend the call, they need to record the data, whatever the customer says, right? So they need to have a document where they can record it. So that's why we use a document called as service notification here. Okay, service notification is a document which records who is the customer, what is the product for which the customer is reporting, what is the cost for the what is the damage happened, what is the cost for the damage, okay, and how we can repair it. So all those details can be provided under the service notification. Okay, so basically project to project, company to company, the service notification screen could differ. Okay, depends upon, let's say some companies want a lot of fields in the service notification for helping the agent. Some companies will say I want only few fields so that my customer representative should not get confused when they are talking with the customer. So they'll have only few fields like who is the customer, what is the product, and what is the quantity, and what is the repair work to be done. So all these details it will capture. Okay, so we usually do a customization, so we'll build it how the screen has to look. So all those things we'll build it first, the service notification. Why I'm telling this first means when you go through the processes, okay, in most of the process, the first starting point will be this document only, service notification. So it is very, very important to learn service notification. I mean, in CS, wherever you go, first thing will be service notification customization only. Okay, so you can take it in a simpler manner. It is something like a complaint document, or it is something like a service request document, okay, in a layman term, okay, which is helpful for the representative who is talking to the customer. Whenever the customer is giving the information, they will record it in this document. Okay, now I jump to the CS process. Basically there are certain CS process which is uh, followed by most of the industries, most of the companies in service. Okay, the first one is the in-house repair process. So what is this in-house repair process? As the name suggests, okay, in-house repair process, basically the repair work will be performed at company premises. Okay, whenever a customer reports for a service, okay, we'll take the product from the customer and we'll do the repair work at company premises, and then once it is repaired, it will be sent back to the customer. Okay, that is the simplest way of understanding where the repair will be done at the company premises. Okay, that is called as in-house repair process. So in this process, if you see in SAP CS model, it starts from service notification. Okay, so as I said, service notification, why means customer will give a call to the executive, okay, service representative, so that the service representative executive will collect all the informations. Then the service representative will decide, okay, this is something, a product which we cannot go to the customer place to do the repair work, so we need to get the product to the company side, then we have to perform. So what they do is they'll create a repair order here. Okay, from service notification document, they create a repair order. Okay, so through the repair order, they do a return delivery, that is first collecting the product from the customer. So once they collect the product from the customer, then they will create a service order. Okay, so in the service, these are all documents. Okay, service notification is one document. Follow to that, we will create another document called repair order. Follow to this repair order, you create one more document called return delivery. All the informations know what is happening physically, like delivery will be a physical thing, but it will be recorded in the form of a document. Likewise, service order will be created. Okay, after this, so in the service order only, first they do a planning work. What all the planning they do means, what all the tasks to be considered. Okay, what all the operation tasks, like for the repair work, what all the tasks will be there. Let's say for example, if you're providing a service for a bike or a car, okay, so, if it is a standard service means they'll have certain checklist, okay, that need to be checked. Okay, they'll have certain things as per the kilometers wise. They have to change the oil. Okay, they have to change the brake pumps, all those things. Okay, so those are all called as task. So they will identify what all the task required for repairing the product. Then is there any component is required, like spare parts is required for during the repair work, that also they will identify. And they will also identify the cost. When you say cost, it is a planned cost. Okay, it's not an actual cost, it's a planned cost. for doing these many things, okay, how much the cost would be, that also they will identify. Then they will tell to the customer in the form of quotation. So once the customer is accepted, okay, the quotation, then we release the service order. When you say release the service order, then only the actual work is going to start. Here we are just doing the planning work in the service order. Okay, we are just planning how to do, what all the components required, and how much would be the cost. This is the planning part. So once it is released, then we do the actual repair work. So in the repair work, first thing, let's say a component is required, some spare part is required. First, we'll collect the component within the company site. Okay, we'll go to the warehouse and we collect the stock. Okay, for that we use a model. Okay, here we have to go for model. Okay, so likewise here, if you when I say repair order, return delivery, this all comes from the sales and distribution model. Okay, we'll study all those things, how it works. Now, once the component is collected, okay, then they will use it for the repair work. Then they do the repair work, and after that, what all the task is there, they'll complete the task. Okay, and they will enter the timesheet also, how much time has taken for each task, that also they will maintain. After that, system will provide you the actual cost. What is the actual cost? Okay, it could be the same plant cost, it can have a difference. Okay, it can be more than the plant cost also. Okay, that is fine. Then finally they will close the service order in the form of techno completion. There is just a flag. Okay, when you up the flag, so automatically it says that service order is completed. So once it is completed, what we need to do, we need to return the repaired product to the customer. That's why we do a delivery again. Okay, we will be sending the repaired product to the customer. And then we do certain things called resource related billing, RRB, resource related billing. Okay, so and then we do a final billing. So this is how the process for in-house repair in SAP CS. Okay, now,
I do have
yeah.
a two, three concern or questions over here.
Hmm.
The first thing we have say ki the through notification the RO will be there, then return delivery will be there.
Hmm.
But the return delivery will be taken into charge after the confirmation from customer only, right? So,
Basically, first we need to identify that the product, whatever he says, okay, is it actually a faulty or
mhm,
not. Some cases what happen means we'll collect the product, because we are not going to touch the
mhm,
product at the company side, sorry, at the customer side. So as per this process,
mhm.
first we'll collect the product, then only we'll analyze is there any fault is there. If it is not fault also, we can return the product to the customer. That's how the process will be here.
So we mean to say product already been collected from the customer, then only we are getting the service order and plan of operation,
Yes,
is it?
yes. You just imagine some big companies where the machineries or needs to be repaired. Okay, for
Hmm.
sending the request itself, the next process will be like, I mean, the machinery needs to be collected. Okay, and then they will start doing the work. Or if you take in a simpler way, okay, like mobile service. Let's say you are using certain Android mobiles, for example, Samsung. Okay, and it's not working, so you directly go to an outlet. And what happens once you go to the outlet? I mean, first thing is you just give a call to the Samsung customer care. Then they will report your request, and they will ask you to go to the nearby Samsung service center, so that you'll go and they'll provide you a number. So once you refer that number to the outlet manager, the outlet manager first will create a service. I mean, first he will create a delivery, so that, I mean, you won't be understanding. Okay, they will have the process. They will do a delivery and they'll take the mobile in front of you and they'll see what it is. Okay, if there is no issue means they will return you back. If it is a issue, then they will go for the service order flow. Okay, then they will say you this much is the cost coming up. Then, I mean, if you're just sitting in the other side of the executive, you won't be knowing what is the process they follow. Okay, they simply say, sir, please provide you the mobile, and after a few 5 minutes no, they'll say, sir, this would be the cost. Okay, or if no defect is there, they'll say this is not a defect, they will say. Okay, so in between, I mean, within that 5 minutes, what they are doing actually is the whole process. I mean, they are making the link. They will be have created a delivery. They have created a service order. Under the service order, they have done the planning, all those things, and finally they will tell you the cost. That is a planned cost. So this much would be have will be charged. You are okay. So once the customer says okay, then they will say give you a date. Okay, on this date, I mean, we can do the delivery, and they'll start doing this process. That's how it is.
Okay.
Okay.
So if suppose customer say no, I am not okay with the quotation, will there other
Then
document for the gate pass or
then then
something like
then,
that?
then end the story, right? I mean, you'll just close the service order. That's it. There is no other process. So because customer has to say go yes only, then only you can proceed. We can't do anything apart from that. You can negotiate. Okay, that is can't be recorded here. Okay, negotiation part at all. Okay.
Okay. So is there any process in this where the gate pass also will be taken into part?
Or actually comes these things comes under the delivery part. Okay, so
Okay. So
delivery,
in
why we
short,
say a delivery means where the movements of goods will be tracked. Okay,
uh,
so when you say return delivery, the product is coming from customer to the company side. Likewise, when you say delivery, finally, the repaired product is moving from company to customer. So all these things will be tracked under the delivery. There is a movement type, so that will be
oh,
tracked. Okay,
okay. One more
and
thing.
there is,
I'm why I'm
yeah,
asking
yeah,
because I'm very much clear about that process. So where
hmm,
I'm getting the gap, I'm just asking. Okay.
sure, sure, no
The
problem,
other
no problem.
thing is when creating the orders, suppose I just came to know there is a parts which are the faulties. So I should have a the part taken from the my plant and requisition issue and these things also. Will it may not be part of that process?
You are saying when you are collecting the components, it is a faulty component.
Yeah, there are some in this component there are some parts those needs to be
Mm-hmm.
replaced. So there should be some process where I should create a requisition issue from my plant and should insert in this.
Yes, I mean here,
So
for example, the collection of component itself. Okay, there are two types we see. One is stock, that is in stock. If the component is there in stock, okay, it is a very easy process. Okay, there is a process in called Migo. So you have to raise the Migo. Okay, so automatically, I mean, you will be requesting for the stock component, and they will issue it and they'll record it. Okay, that is one easy way. The other way is there is no stock. Okay, at that time. So what you do is you have
hmm,
to raise a purchase request. Through the purchase request, you will
right.
create a purchase order. From the purchase order, once the vendor deliver the goods, then you will consume it. That process also there here. Okay. So we'll
Okay.
see. I mean,
Okay.
in the class, I mean, when you're doing now, we'll see. There are two types of process we'll see. One is in stock how we do, and when it is out of stock how we do, we'll see. Okay.
Hi, Praveen. Rakesh here. Hello.
Hi Rakesh.
One question. When you are explaining this process, how do you compare with the standard process? Is it which service order type which you are going to use here? SM
Service order.
SM. Yeah.
Service order. I mean, basically we do with the standard things like SM01. Okay, so from SM01 only, I mean, we usually use the in-house repair process service order.
Okay. So in training, actual training, you will be copying and creating a similar order type for from SM01, and then you will be
Yeah,
doing
yeah, it's
configuration.
SM01 only, yes.
Okay. And are you also going to cover SM02 and SM03?
Yes, yes, SM01, SM02, SM03, yes. This all comes
Okay.
under the service order part, customizing,
Okay.
okay. And for doing this repair process, okay, we need to understand what is called repair procedure is. Okay, there is one topic, okay, where how system should understand what should be the next to next process. So when I create repair order, after that, I mean, system will say, I mean, to do a return delivery, and from the return delivery, how to do a service order. So how the system goes from one phase to another phase. Okay, so those things are controlled under the repair procedure. So as per the repair procedure only, the whole flow goes okay in the repair order. So that control, we'll see how it works. Then next to that only, we see one more process called equipment on loan. So what is this equipment on loan means? The whole in-house repair process we do. Okay, in that there is some additional two sub process we do. So what happens in this equipment on loan process means, let's say a big company where their machinery some became a problem or faulty, and the whole production is stopped because of that. Okay, so the customer immediately raise the request and they want to service the machinery, and also says that, I mean, if I stop, if the machinery is stopped, then my production will get affected. So I need to have a temporary product. Okay, whenever you're repairing the product which is repaired. So for these scenarios only, what we do is once we collect, I mean, the same in-house repair process. In that, what is the additional thing is once we collect the product to be repaired, okay, from the customer, we will provide a replacement, temporary replacement, okay, to the customer. And the same temporary replacement, when we'll collect it back, means once we have done the repair work and we deliver the repaired product, okay, after that we do one more delivery called as pickup delivery. So there we collect the temporary product, okay, which we have issued to the customer. Okay, this is called as equipment on loan basis. Okay, so automatically system will update, I mean, what is the status, okay, what is the, how much quantity we have given, I mean, in the replacement, likewise how much needs to pick up, so those things will be recorded under this pickup delivery. Okay, so this is a slight variation from the in-house repair process. Okay, the next one is repair at site process. So basically in repair at site process, as the name suggests, the repair work is happening at the site, that is on site, that is at the customer place. Okay, what we have seen here, the first process is the repair work is happening at the company premises. Now here it is happening at the customer place. So how this process goes means, first you create a service notification where the customer and the executive will interact, and the executive will record all the details. From there, once the executive understand that, okay, we need to send a representative to attending the repair work, we'll directly create a service order. Here we won't create a repair order. Okay, from the service notification we create a service order. So in the service order only we do the planning work, okay, components, cost, all these things will be doing it. Okay, like the same way, I mean, once in the service order what we do, and then we raise a quotation, okay, where you will have the planned cost, all these things. Once the customer accept the quotation, then you release the service order. Okay, you release the service order, and once the work starts, so basically here what is happening, the representative has to go to the customer side and to do the repair work. So here let's say the representative needs some components, okay, for doing the repair work, so he needs to collect the components also from the company side to go to the customer place. So that's why he'll do the consumption part first. Okay, he will consume the product whatever is required, and in this case only we do a sub process called advance shipment. Basically for that specific component alone, okay, you create an order, a delivery and a billing within the service order. We are doing this whole order processing inside the service order itself. Okay, from the service order, okay, using a advance shipment process, you do the order, delivery and billing for the specific component. Okay, and once it is recorded, then the executive will go to the customer place, perform the repair work, and once the task is complete, he'll come to the company, okay, and provide the, I mean, enter the timesheet, and actual cost will be updated, and finally they'll close the service order and do the billing part, that is resource related billing and the billing part. Okay, this is how a repair at site process works. So what is the difference you can see means, from the service notification in the earlier process you will create repair order, okay, because you need to do some delivery work, all those things, that's why you create a repair order. But here in this process you don't do any delivery work. Okay, so that's why from service notification you directly create a service order.
So Praveen, here is one question is,
Yeah.
in our industry, generally in manufacturing industry, what we are doing, whether it is a repair at on-site or off-site, we are creating a repair order to track the history. So
Hmm.
suppose in this process at site, we do not have to create the repair order. So how the history will be captured for that particular serial
This
number will be taken into
in the
play?
service notification, in the service notification we are capturing that. That's why, I mean,
Okay, so
whenever you start the process it will be in the service notification, all the details will be.
okay, the service notification history will tell me the complete thing about that serial number, is it?
The service notification will have who is the customer, who is the material. With this combination can identify what is the serial number, through that can identify what is the equipment number, so all these things can we can track it. Okay,
Okay.
the next one is AMC, that is annual maintenance contract. So basically, I mean, this we use it from the SAP SD site. Okay, we have a specific sales document type for contract. So using that contract, okay, we'll create a contract first for this customer. Okay, this is the product or this is the service we are going to provide. Okay, let's say in an apartment you have an elevator. Okay, and for the elevator you need to have a contract. So you approach a lift service, okay, for 1 year contract, and then you will have some checklist of what all the service needs to be done on every month basis. Okay, that's how a contract. So what we do is in CS we schedule the whole contract. Okay, it is called maintenance scheduling, where you set up, I mean, what is the frequency, what is the duration, okay, what kind of service order needs to be created automatically, okay, and you set up the service order part also, okay, what all the customizations required for the service order to be created, and then you execute, that is start. When you say start, I mean, let's say when you're practicing, okay, you can't wait for 1 year and see every month is the service order is getting created automatically. Rather, we can use a simulation there. Okay, using the simulation, we can say let's say for 5 days. I mean, let's to create a service order like that, you can set it up so that automatically once the contract is started, okay, automatically the service orders will start creating on a day-to-day basis or a month-to-month basis. Okay, automatically it creates. So from the service order, I mean, the whole operation continues. So that is one of the key thing. So here you create the service order manually, okay, from the service notification. So here the service order is getting created automatically from the settings what you have done from the contract and maintenance schedule. That's how the annual maintenance contract works. Okay, so the main thing to be studied in annual maintenance contract is this setups. So how to do the automatic way of creating service orders, what all the customizing required in the backend, okay, to set it up to create the service orders.
So Praveen,
Then we
in AMC generally,
Mhm.
sorry to disturb you again.
Yeah, tell me.
AMC generally in process, what we are doing, we are making a contract, and that
Mhm.
contract is like a, the annual basis, quarterly basis for the 5 years, for the 6 years, for the 3 years, sort of like. So,
Yes.
so how we are doing in this process? Uh, where the process where we are creating a against one order, there will be a billing of multiple time of quarterly, yearly, monthly.
Mhm.
Where the step will be into place in this process.
So basically, we have a billing plan type. Okay, when you're creating the contract itself, okay, you can identify what kind of billing plan type, I mean, needs to be set up for the contract. It can be a periodic billing, or it can be a milestone billing. Like that, we have certain types, billing plan types. Okay, in the SD side. Okay, so we will touch up. Okay, what is those things? Okay, which will control in the contract level.
Okay.
Then the next process is sale of service. Okay, sale of service is what is sale of service means. There is actually a gap in SD, one of the process. Okay, so I'll just explain the process, then you can appreciate. Let's say assume a customer is buying a high-end TV, okay, which is costing him 1 lakh, and also follow to that. I mean, they are providing a service, okay, that is wall mounting. They have to come to the customer place and they need to mount the TV on a wall. That is a service. So the customer is purchasing both the things. Okay, so in a sale order, how you write means basically you enter the product, let's say TV, one quantity, price is 1 lakh, for example. Likewise, item 20, okay, and this is a service product. Wall mounting is a service product. Okay, one quantity, and let's say some 1,000 rupees. He's paying for that also. Now, for the first line item, how we process means it's a very, very simple one. So we have created a sales order. So for the sales order, you do the delivery. That is, you're sending the TV to the customer place. Okay, and you do the billing. This is a very standard one. Now for the service item, basically in SD, okay, what we do is actually we directly create an order. From the order, we do a order relevant billing. That's it. Okay, because this is an intangible material. Service cannot be delivered, I mean, as a material, how we, right? So the person who comes to your I mean to the customer place and mount the TV, what all the components he used, how much time he consumed, so all these informations are not recorded. Okay, to enable to fit this gap only, what we say is sale of service means in the sale order, for that specific line item where it has a service product, for that service, I mean for that line item in the order, you can create a service order inside the order itself. Okay, for that specific line item, and after the service order, then you can do a billing. Now what is the advantage you're getting means you are creating a service order from the specific order, so that it will capture what is the product, and in the service order, I mean, all the things like what are the tasks to be done, okay, any components are to be used, okay, is there any cost is there, how much time he has consumed, so all the details will be recorded. So okay, so in this way they are fitting the gap, that is called as sale of service. It's not widely used. Okay, in few companies, I mean, they use it. Okay, that's why I mean this process is also a known process. Sale of service, we say in CS. Okay, then we have one more process called a spare part sale. Sometimes what happens, you send the goods to the customer, okay, with reference to an order. Sometimes the customer says that the goods received, but it has a I mean, you have to send me some five items, but you have sent only some three or four items only. Okay, some items are missing or some items are got damaged, so customer is quarreling with the executive. So at that time, I mean, just for delivering the product alone to the customer, what we do means, it is a complaint, right? So basically we will take consider as a complaint. The customer is yelling at the executive. So basically first we create a service notification. Okay, from the service notification, what all things recorded, through that you create a sale order, okay, for the customer for that specific material, and from the sale order you do the delivery and billing. Okay, this is called as spare part sale. So here if you see the beauty, what it is means, from the service notification you are creating sale order. So if you can see the variation in the whole course, from the service notification, first time when I said you are able to create a repair order for the as per the process in in-house repair. Likewise, in the repair side process, from the service notification, you are going to create a service order. Okay, and here if you see, from the service notification, you are creating a sale order. So how this customizing works, I mean, what is the backend we have to do, all these things we need to understand. Okay, so that only the process itself, because if you see all the process, the beginning itself, it will take a deviation and it goes in different ways. Okay, so repair order if you take means it's completely a different process. I mean, it never touches and jump to this. Okay, from the repair order to delivery, then comes to the service order. And repair at site means directly you create a service order. And here, I mean, when you see about the last one, spare part sales, you directly create a sale order itself. Okay, so depends upon the requirement. I mean, this process has come up. So why in in-house repair process you create a repair order means there is a delivery. The delivery can be handled using only through repair order. That's why we need to have a repair order. In the same way, in the repair at site process, directly there is no delivery. Only the executive is going to the customer place. So directly you create a service order in that case. Okay. In the last case, what we do is it's directly that we are going to send a product to the customer. So we need to have a simple order. So directly from service notification we create a sale order. Okay, there is no return anything, so we are directly sending, so we create a sale order. Okay, and then there is one more customizing called DIP profile, which is very important. Whenever you create a service order, okay, as I said, I mean, the cost should be calculated. Okay, so when you create a service order, you do the planning work, so automatically the planned cost will come. Okay, it depends upon the task and depends upon the components what you have entered. System will analyze and give you a planned cost, which will be shared to the customer in the form of quotation. Likewise, once the service order is completed, okay, we'll be providing the actual cost. The system will provide the actual cost. Okay, so as per the actual cost, I mean, you'll be billing the customer. So how this system understands and bifurcate the cost? Okay, this is your planned cost, this is your actual cost. Okay, so those customizings, okay, everything will be studied under the DIP profile, okay, which is called as dynamic item processor, which is very much required in the service order level. Okay, so this is the offering from our side. Okay, SAP CS. So you have, and also, I mean, for the class, I mean, the session will be recorded, and you can refer it for, I mean, for your future reference. And I'll be providing you the document, whatever I discussed in the class. Okay. So, and I think if you request, I mean, Naveen can provide you the system also for practice.
Praveen, tell me one thing.
Mhm,
In service, in manufacturing, major part is warranty. So where we are
mhm.
covering that?
Warranty, basically we have warranty master data, and also we connect warranty with the equipment also. Okay, there are customer warranties there. Okay, which is actually, I mean, inbuilt. I mean, in these CS versions, new CS versions is out, actually inbuilt in the equipment itself. So when you create a equipment, so in the equipment itself you can set the start date, end date, warranty setups, all those things, so that automatically, I mean, a customer reports for a product. Okay, and the executive interacts with the customer, and once he or she gets the product detail, okay, immediately system will give you a pop-up box. They're saying that, hey, this is under warranty, this is beyond warranty. So all the details will come up in the service notification itself. The initial document when you start itself, system will give you a pop-up box, okay, about the product, okay, it is under warranty or it is beyond warranty, all those details.
So are you going to cover that
Yes, this comes in
process
the equipment.
configuration of
Yes,
warranty?
yes, it
Okay.
just comes in the service
Because
notification itself.
because as per my knowledge, the equipment is a first level of hierarchy, and the warranty should be connect with the serial number. Am I right?
It is interlinked. That's what I'm saying. So you create
Hmm.
serial number, okay, and then when you create a equipment, you have to give the product ID and the serial number. So automatically it is getting linked, and inside the equipment you set the warranty details. So whenever a customer raise a complaint, okay, so basically system will understand what is the product ID and what is the serial number. With this combination, system will identify what is the equipment. From the equipment, system will understand what is the warranty period. So all this will come up.
Okay.
It
Okay.
very
Another term
seamlessly
which we are
it will come up in service notification.
okay. Okay. Another term which we are using in the service industry is a extended warranty. Is a part of warranty only.
Yeah, it's
So
a master data. I mean, we have a warranty master data. Okay,
hmm.
so that will help you to understand.
Okay. So you will cover that also, right? That's my
Yeah, yeah,
question. Maybe.
yeah.
Okay.
I have the documents for this. Okay, I'll share for that also. Okay.
Praveen, do you have a document which explains what things will be covered exactly in the training and what will be the customization checklist?
So basically, I mean, whatever I said, okay, this is a overview of the whole content what I am will be taking in the class. Okay, so this is the whole setting up. I mean, what all the process, and because I usually go with the process. Okay, from the process, each and every trigger, no, you'll in the backend you'll have a customization. Let's say from a repair order to return delivery, what all the customizing is required. Okay, from the return delivery to service order to enable, there will be some customizing. Okay, so in all the points, no, I mean within two points to get the linkage, we'll be doing customizing in the backend. So basically in CS, go with the process view. Okay, it'll be easy to understand.
Okay, so for example, DIP profile, you have specifically written that there is a customization. So I
No,
I
I'm
just
just
wanted to,
highlighted. Actually, I
yeah.
just highlighted it. Okay, there are customization in all the levels. Okay, so DIP profile is something. I mean, without that, you cannot do the costing. Okay, planned cost, actual cost. That's why I highlighted that profile because many people ask me specifically that. Okay, that's why I have highlighted that.
And do you also consider PS configuration with CS?
No, project systems we don't.
Okay.
Okay, then.
So Praveen, as
I
a
I I,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
missed
One by one.
actually in your introduction part. So you have full-fledged experience on whatever you explained now, and see why I'm asking is I have attended some videos earlier from PS and PM where the demo is good, but technically when it comes down, it really does not looks fruitful. So you have how much year of experience, and you will be taking the my interest is service order type SM01, 02, and 03.
Yeah. I have experience around 14 years. Okay, so I worked in SD, CS, and CRM models. So I'm also take online training for more than 7 years. So I usually, I mean, you can ask me. I mean, most of things I can able to answer to your questions.
Okay, and how much time it will take this training, the
Yeah,
customization and
would like to know your background also. I mean, may I know. I mean,
yeah,
what is
I'm a
the
PM
experience?
consultant.
Okay.
I'm PM consultant, 10 years of experience in PM, but first time I need a requirement where there is a PM integration with CS. So that is why I am
Okay,
interested.
okay,
And
okay, okay.
I clearly said the order types SM01, 02, and 03.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
is my requirement.
Okay, okay. So basically, I mean, to cover whatever I have said, okay, in this white paper, what I have said, okay, it will take minimum 20 hours, okay, and basically, I mean, I can explain you in detail the customization level, everything, and practice part, it will take a separate, which you have to do it individually, okay. So I think Naveen could provide you a system, or if you request, okay, then you can practice it. So you can take it on a minimum 20 hours you can take, okay, for completion. And since if you have a background in SD knowledge, knowledge, okay, so those things, then it's easier to grasp the process, the concepts.
Is has this has any relation with ECC 6 or HANA, or things are same for wherever
Yeah,
which
it's
platform?
same service, customer service till now, I mean, there is no any updates, it's the same thing only.
So access will be given for ECC 6.
Yes,
Okay, and you will be the trainer.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, then what I will do is, I mean, you can check the timing, I mean, your decision, and you can tell it to Naveen so that, I mean, he can set up the class, I mean, if you're willing. Okay, so I'll
Okay.
sign off. Thanks for your time for attending. Okay, thank
Thanks,
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Praveen.
Thanks, Praveen. Yeah.
Thank you.